What is going on, guys? This is Ninja here. Today I'm going to be talking about what I think about the elixirs in BO4 Zombies. Now, of course, I won't talk about these specialist weapons as much, besides maybe an elixir that makes things better for it. Other than that, pretty much we're going to focus mainly on the elixirs, so that way we're not getting complicated into the video. So, other than me explaining it more, I'm just going to talk about what I think about it right now. Okay, so to start things off, with our first elixirs that I'll talk about, always done swiftly, which this one's in Black Ops 3, which pretty much allows you to walk faster while aiming pretty much more quickly, which, if you ask me, is really nice. When you are aiming while walking faster, which is really nice. As to aim more quickly, yeah, it's also a really nice thing in Zombies. But in BO4 Zombies, it was just pretty pointless because there were so many better classic ones. Otherwise, in this game, it is pretty handy if you ask me, but I just feel like I'd rather use better elixirs or global gums over it. But otherwise, the only reason why I'm using it right now is mainly because I haven't unlocked pop shocks or stockpile option, which pretty much stockpile option gives you the ability to use up ammo instead of reloading every single time, which pretty much allows you to use like the right side where pretty much it shows how much ammo is in total, and of course the left is pretty much how many shots you have for the gun, but instead you can use up how much ammo instead of just the shots only, which pretty much we all know how long it takes to reload depending on what weapon it is. If it's the ICR, it's not bad. If it's something like the Vapor, which is pretty decent, and yeah, etc. But otherwise, stockpile option pretty much ignores reloading altogether. Other than that, I'm not going to talk about all of them because it'll take forever. Let's go over to the other ones outside the classics, like commons. If you ask me, I wish there was more, if you ask me, because I mean, there are some that are good and then there's some that are crap, but I don't know why they thought it was a good idea to put in plain sight in a common, which, if you ask me, I wish that it was in the classic file, because I've always used this one. This was one of my favorites. I mean, anyway, but here's my most favorite, but in plain was my number one. Sword Flare, I don't get why it's there, because really, it just, like, why? And also, I don't understand why it is only 1 minute instead of, like, pretty much the other way around. Which I think, if I remember correctly, it was like 3 or 5 minutes. But I wish there was more minutes to it. And I wish it was still classic. In play, I wish it was the same thing too. Except for I wish that it was actually 2 uses instead of 1. Which really sucks. Dead nuclear, yeah, it makes sense to have a common, except for I wish there was 2 of them. Phantom reload, well, I don't, last 4 minutes pretty much doesn't use ammo. And it's okay, it's good, but it's also average. Why do they return license contract? I don't get it. Pretty much, I'm not going to go over the other 2. As for rares, well, I don't understand why there's alchemical entities, which, but by the way, we're going a bit of positive and negative, just to let you know, but, I just don't understand why it's in the rare slot when it should be in the classics, which, if you ask me, sucks, and I don't understand why there's 1 less rare, which, if you ask me, really sucks. Blood debit, well, pretty much, well, losing health, losing points instead of health, well, that really sucks, which, if you ask me, I don't like that idea. It sounds cool in theory, but when you're on a high round and you have no money left, yeah, good luck. Extra credit, we all know, except for it's only 1. If you ask me, I'm really disappointed with, like, how many of them are there, which really sucks. And also, I don't like how there's, like, 1 of each of the items, which really, really sucks. I don't know if this was, like, pay-to-win crap, but I don't like it. But the only real one out of the rares I could say was good is the Alchemical and the Shields Up. 5-star one, yeah, it's good, but nowhere near as much as the BO3 version, etc. Legendaries, I don't get why there's so little of these. Why 4 of them? I don't get it. If you ask me, I cannot understand why they put so little of them in, which really sucks. I mean, Power Key, yeah, it makes sense to have it there. Undead, well, it was overpowered, so I don't blame it. But why is there only 4 of them? I just don't understand this. Like, really, come on. And then, of course, we have Epic free out of a bunch of them. Why couldn't we have? Let's be real here. If I was the creator, I'd keep this many classics, but except I wouldn't make some of them in the classic zone. Commons, I would probably go up to around about here, probably, or like more like up to there. As for rares, well, same thing. I'd make it like all the way somewhere like here or here, which, if you ask me, would have been a better idea. Legendaries, the same thing, and yet Epics probably like the same thing, except for we'd make like more of them over time. But I don't know who thought a good idea to make 3 Epics. What? 3 Epics? Yeah, cashback, which, if you ask me, is still great. Join the party. What the hell? Spawns in all spectator players immediately. Yeah, it's pretty good if you ask me, but I wish that they could have just, like, really, like, come on, really? Wall power, yeah, that makes sense to make an epic, because that, but I wish there was crate power and all that back. But I'm hoping in BO4 Zombies and DLCs that we don't have pay money to get gobblegum craps, which really sucks. But other than that, I think they'll make DLC ones anyway. I bet you any moment now. As for currently right now the Elixirs, to be serious here, I think this is a major step down, if you ask me. I mean, BO3 Zombies, we all remember how many gobblegums there were and all that stuff. In this game, I do like how there's all 4 of them at the start, which is really nice instead of that bloody gobblegum machine, which really sucked. But I really wish that they could have added more to the common, rare, legendaries, and epics, which, if you ask me, sucks. I mean, maybe, actually now when I think about it, maybe they should have had like more of the commons up to here, as well as like the rares and epics, if you ask me, where like my circle is right now. But for real, like, who thought that was a good idea to make this little gold gums for each of these things? Like, come on, like, really? And it doesn't help that yet, like what I said before about the in-plane and all that they're there when they should be in the classics. I don't mind having new gobblegums in the classic ones as long as they're useful. Now here, but there's a pretty good one. I mean, I gotta say, I really like that one. Anti-entrapment, which it's alright. Point drop, yeah, it's expected to be there. I don't know why they bring like this bloody now you see me gobblegum, because it's pretty useless. But overall, at the end of the day, I'm gonna give my honest opinion about it, and I'll tell you now that the elixirs in this game compared to the gobblegums really suck compared to the BO3 gobblegums, which, if you ask me, it's a step down. But otherwise, I gotta say that there are some positives about the game of having this cool system, but it's a real shame that it was defeated by just having very little gobblegums to like get out of the common, rare, legendary, and epics, which, if you ask me, sucks. And I don't like the nerf to certain gobblegums, which, yeah, is really disappointing. At the end of the day, I gotta say that I would rather prefer the BO3 gobblegums over the elixirs. Do like the 4 options how you can have the elixir straight away, but at the end of the day, I just would rather prefer how powerful the gobblegums were. So, anyways, rather than me going on forever, I'm gonna wrap this video up. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video, leave a like and subscribe. Until then, have yourselves a great day, and I'll see you until my next video.